actual shit. Okay, dude. Fuck him.
Okay, hello everyone. Darkside Phil here. Today is Sunday, October 19th, 2014, and welcome to the Week in Preview. What a week we have ahead of us. This is a week where I get to basically dictate what I want to do because there are not a heck of a lot of new releases coming out. And that's a good thing because there's some things that I want to finish up. There's some things that I've been actually wanting to do for a couple of years that I never had a chance to do because Octobers have been so busy in the past few years where now we finally get a week where it's not so busy during October, which is pretty crazy. It's going to be a fun week, okay? So before we get started, before we jump into that, and by the way, this week is going to be huge for vlogging as well, but I'm going to mention that. Let's very briefly recap what's been going on recently. So this past week, I think I shocked some people when I actually made the executive decision that I was not going to be playing every new release of the week. Some people were like, oh God, Phil always plays all the new releases. I can't believe that he's not playing all the new releases. But really, my feeling this week was that I wanted to do stuff that was kind of horror and Halloween themed, and I did not want to get myself into anything that was going to be an insane time waster, or not time waster, but I guess time sinker, especially with all the new games coming out recently and coming up that I'm going to want to put time into and not worry about, say, a new fighting game per se. And I also had no desire to play another looter shooter because I just played Destiny and I just couldn't put up with another one after how boring Destiny was. So I skipped Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and I skipped Killer Instinct Season 2. Quite honestly, I think it was the right thing to do because focusing on the evil within allowed me to play through it during the course of the week, to finish it today, to complete the playthrough on DSP Gaming, to review it, and the review goes live tomorrow, which we're going to talk about. I'm getting a lot done because I didn't over-encumber myself with a lot of stuff at once, and I think it's working out well. Obviously, that's in the viewer, it's in the eye of the beholder. If you guys think, oh, he didn't do enough, or he's still doing too much, you can always let me know, but I think overall that my plan to not do everything worked out pretty well this past week. So, let's talk about what I am going to be doing in the next couple of days. This week is a special week. We've got stuff returning. We've got new games coming, or not coming out, but yeah, we do have a new game coming out, but we got a new series starting. Let's talk about it, okay? So first of all, today I finished The Evil Within. It's complete on DSP Gaming. You can check out that playthrough at your leisure. I did record the review, but I did not upload the review today. Today, right now, I'm doing the Week in Preview, which I will upload immediately following this stream. And then we're going to be setting up for a very special mini stream of Tomodachi Life Halloween Special. From what I'm hearing, people who are playing Tomodachi Life actively, there's a couple Halloween-themed items in the game, and let's be honest, I haven't played it in about a month. I want to go back and see what all the Islanders are doing, and this is something that I may do from time to time if there's a chance to do it. I said tonight would be the perfect time to do it, so that's going to be a stream immediately following this Week in Preview. After I take a short break, I'll be coming back with the Tomodachi Life Halloween Special, and then those videos will go live on YouTube tonight, okay? Tomorrow is interesting because today, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to make my sauce. Usually I make it on a Sunday where I make a big pot of Italian sauce. It takes about 2 hours to prepare and then it has to simmer all day and I have to keep going down to the kitchen and stir it and tasting it. I didn't get a chance to do that today due to some personal stuff that happened, so I have to do it tomorrow. So what that means is tomorrow I'm going to get up early. I'm going to be downstairs cooking for 2 to 2.5 hours before I even head in here to start work. What is going on tomorrow? Two cool things. First of all, the beginning of a new playthrough. This is the only game left in this series that's kind of a major game in the series that I haven't played, although there are other games that I haven't touched. It's one that I completely missed out on in the series because I was so busy with Street Fighter at the time. I didn't bother with it, and I didn't even know anything about it, and all of a sudden, and then later on, people were like, wow, Phil, you really missed out on a great classic game that a lot of us grew up with, and you really got to check it out at some point, and I'm finally having the chance to check it out. First stream tomorrow is going to be Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, starting up, okay? So I know a lot of you like that game. I know that, and I know that you're going to probably be here for the stream. I want to warn you, though, since it is a day when I'm making my sauce, it takes about 4 hours to simmer, and I need to constantly be going down around 20 to 30 minutes to stir it and taste and stuff like that. So I'm going to be going, okay, play for 20, 30 minutes, gotta take a break, then come back, you know, and I apologize. I usually do that on a Sunday when there's something that I can interrupt a lot. In this case, it didn't work out that way, all right? So that's going to be tomorrow. Okay. Then, after that, as first stream, and obviously, yes, that will be uploaded to YouTube, I'm going to upload my review of The Evil Within. My Hateful Truth review. As you guys know, I'm very honest. People have been loving my last few reviews. They've been getting really good viewership. People are saying, thanks so much for being honest. You're basically the mainstream guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Your review's so different from theirs because, oh, wow, there's aircraft flying by, excuse me. Your review's so different from theirs because you actually go into detail about the game instead of just give a few fucking blurbs and a number score, which is what everyone else does. And so I'm happy that people are enjoying that, and I am getting back into it with these newer games. I am going to be doing Hateful Truth reviews. The Evil Within review will come out tomorrow afternoon. And then second stream tomorrow night is going to be the conclusion of The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, but I can't do it on stream. Similarly to last week, what happened last week, for those of you who don't know, I tried to stream, record, and play The Vanishing of Ethan Carter all together, and it did not work out. The game is too graphically intensive. It destroyed my processor, and the footage looked like shit. So I ended up playing it Friday night off stream, and the videos looked pretty good. Some people have said YouTube made it look bad. I don't know. I looked at the raw videos, and they look pretty good. So if YouTube made it look bad, unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do about that. That's YouTube compressing my videos and making them look like shit. So I'm going to be finishing The Vanishing of Ethan Carter come Monday night. It will not be streamed, but it will be uploaded to YouTube. That is the first YouTube-exclusive playthrough I've done in over 1.5 years. So I hope you guys will give it a shot and check it out if you get a chance, okay? All right. Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some good stuff coming for you, because this Tuesday, we're going to have, number 1, the continuation of Resident Evil 3. Number 2, I am going to unbox this month's Loot Crate. My Loot Crate has arrived, and I am going to unbox it. The video will go live on Tuesday. It's all Halloween-themed, horror-themed stuff this month, which is perfect, obviously, for this month. Apparently, there's even some exclusive things in the Loot Crate made just for Loot Crate by both Capcom and by The Walking Dead. Now, I don't know what these are going to be. They could be anything. I don't know until I open it up and look. So that's going to be coming out on Tuesday. A lot of you liked the Loot Crate that I did last month. And by the way, this month I'm actually using a tripod. I listened to your feedback, and I'm using a tripod to make the video a little better, and I hope that you appreciate that and that it does look better, okay? And then, also coming on Tuesday, I would like to play a game. This is a game that I never played before. This is a game that I've heard a lot about, but I never had opportunity to enjoy. Again, it was during an era when I wasn't playing console games. I was so heavily into competitive Street Fighter. That's all I really cared about, okay? And it's a one, unfortunately, that I really think I did miss out on, because a lot of people have complimented this and said it's a great game. It's one that if you're going to go through like the gamut of great horror games, this is one that you should play, and I did not. If it is available, from what people are telling me, it's available on PSN to play on PS3. If it's available, I'm definitely doing it this week. Ladies and gentlemen, to go hand in hand with Resident Evil 3, I'm going to pair off this horror week with a playthrough of, get ready, drum roll please, Barbie Horse Adventures. No, not Barbie Horse Adventures. The game is Parasite Eve. That's right. It is a series that actually went on to have a sequel, and then it had like a handheld version, and it kind of ended after that. But I've heard so many good things about Parasite Eve that it is classic survival horror, and it's really interesting, and I don't know anything about it. I don't know about the plot, the characters, nothing. And I definitely... Actually, people are laughing in the stream chat because Barbie Horse Adventures would probably be scarier than Parasite Eve if I played it, right? So yes, it'll be what a week. Resident Evil 3 and Parasite Eve going head-to-head. How cool is that going to be? So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I haven't had a chance to look yet, that it is available on PSN to download and play just like I did with Resident Evil 3. If it is, that's going to be an amazing horror week. What a horror week, right? So, that is going to go through all this week, all right? This Thursday, we will see the return of Hate Live. I want to emphasize, yes, Hate Live is returning this week. After a several week, if not a month hiatus, it's coming back. And we got a lot to talk about now. We could talk all about all the new games that came out this month and my honest feelings about them. What I'd actually like to do is do a head-to-head of the two horror games that I played this month, Alien Isolation and The Evil Within, and tell you what I think about each game compared to each other. And if you actually only have enough money to buy one horror game this month, I'm going to tell you my honest opinion on which one you should get. So there's a lot going on there. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the gaming news now. Are you kidding me? Gamergate has exploded. There's all this controversy surrounding the situation now. It's gotten even more compounded, right? We can talk all about that. And, of course, people are going to say, Phil, we want to hear about back in the day. We want to hear about your experiences with Halloween. I knew people would want to hear this, okay? And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys just a kind of brief explanation of my experiences with Halloween, how it was when I was growing up, how I went trick-or-treating, what I dressed up as a kid for Halloween, different good stories and bad stories about stuff that happened around Halloween, and then I'll give you another story much later on about Halloween, when I actually held a big Halloween party when I lived with 2 roommates, and that was pretty funny. So it's going to be a Halloween back in the day this week, and I think it's perfectly timed. People are going to love it, being that it's a horror marathon week. It fits perfectly into it. I think people are definitely going to like it, okay? So, great, right? It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a fun week in that regard. Also this week, if I have a chance, and I hope I do, I really hope, fingers crossed, that I do get the chance to do this, Leanna and I bought a pumpkin. That's right, we bought a pumpkin. It's the first pumpkin that I've had on Halloween since I was, like, in high school. When I was a kid, I used to love to carve a pumpkin. It's kind of a pain in the ass to scrape out all the shit of the inside of the pumpkin, but once the inside of the pumpkin is clean and neat, then it's fun to actually carve the pumpkin. And we're going to make a jack-o'-lantern, but the thing is, I don't know when we're going to have a chance to do that. I want to do it sometime this week, so if we do get to do it this week, that could be a vlog that I upload at some point, but if not, well, maybe we'll save it for next week when it's actually Halloween week. But we have the pumpkin, I just need to have time to get to do it, okay? A pumpkin carving vlog, that'd be pretty fun. Alright, and then also, this Friday, keep in mind, guys, this Friday, the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway continues. I want to remind you guys that because only about 2,000 people have checked out the video. I don't know if you guys have been listening or paying attention to the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway this week. It's really good. I'm giving away 2 figurines that are worth about $100 each. They're figurines that I've had for a long time. They used to be part of my setup and my decorations when I lived in Connecticut, and I just have no reason to keep them anymore. And it's more of a hassle to sell them than anything else. I'm giving them away in the giveaway. And people are like, oh, they don't know about this because they're not watching the giveaway videos. You got to check it out, and I definitely recommend you enter. This is a really good week to enter. There is other stuff coming up. Don't get me wrong. There's really good stuff coming up, but this is a really cool week, and I hope that you guys are appreciating that the giveaway this year is some really substantial, significant stuff, okay? Now, I do want to say this, and I'll say this again on Friday during the giveaway video. I'm not mailing this stuff right away. I want everyone to understand I'm waiting for several weeks to accumulate, so I have a bunch of stuff to mail. Then I'm going to bring it all right over to the UPS store that's near me, and I'm going to ship it all at once. So if you are a winner, don't expect it to come right away, but it will be coming within the next couple months, okay? What else? This Friday, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a new release. There is a new gaming release this week. It's Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U. And I will be going to pick that up, and we'll be checking that out this Friday. I'm excited because I actually played the demo, and I thought the demo was quite good. Bayonetta being a game that I played, holy crap, back in early January of 2010 is when the last game came out. That's right. It's been over 4.5 years since Bayonetta 1, and they finally made the sequel. Pretty wild that we had to wait that long, right? So, finally, this Friday, it's coming out. I'll be streaming it in full 1080p, 60 frames per second, which the game runs at. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't support it, so if you watch the playthrough on YouTube, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. You have to watch it in the 30 frames per second that YouTube supports. And I do want to say this. I apologize to everybody because there's been certain playthroughs recently that people have been complaining about on YouTube, saying that they're choppy or the quality's low. And then people even cited specific parts. They'll say, check this part out. And I'll watch it on YouTube, and it's stuttering and it's choppy. And then I watch the raw video on my computer, and it's fine. So what that tells me is that YouTube at this point is compressing their videos even worse. They're downgrading the quality of videos even more, probably in order to make space for new videos. But my question is, YouTube made the announcement earlier this year that they're going to support 60 frames per second. Does that mean that all video quality is going to drop down to pixelated fuzz so you can get 60 frames? Because if so, I don't think anyone wants 60 frames. I'm just saying. Alright, so anyway, that starts this Friday. So Bayonetta 2 starts this Friday, and I'll probably be pairing that with whatever game. If I beat Resident Evil 3, you know, or if I beat Parasite Eve or whatever, we'll see, and we'll pair that off heading into the weekend, alright? Next week is huge. Next week we've got 2 big releases that I'm very much looking forward to play. So what I'm hoping is that by Tuesday of next week, we've completed Bayonetta 2, we've completed Resident Evil 3, and we've completed Parasite Eve. That's my goal for this week, to focus on those 3 games and to get through them all and to complete them, alright? One big thing I want to say, please submit fan art. We do have some people who have submitted some fan art for Resident Evil 3, but as of today, I haven't made it official until today, what's this week. So please do your best to submit fan art on the forums of thekingofhate.com so I can get that used and utilized for this week, alright? And then last but not least, there's going to be a new DSP Tries It this week. It's either going to be a new fast food item or a drink. I'm not sure which I'm going to do this week because I think I'm going to do both, and I'm going to obviously review one and release one this weekend and probably release one next week. So just to get you guys in the know, if you love my vlog-style videos, this is your freaking week, because here you go. Today, the week in preview. Tomorrow, the Hateful Truth on The Evil Within. Tuesday, the Loot Crate unboxing. Wednesday might not have anything. It depends on if I have time to do the pumpkin carving. Thursday, Hate Live. Friday, the Hardcore Season Gaming Giveaway. The Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway, excuse me. Saturday, DSP Tries It. Sunday, the weekend preview. And you see, it's just this pattern that's ongoing. And it's cool because now I have a lot of content during this time of the year to show you guys for vlogs. And the vlogs are just rolling and people are loving the vlogs. So thanks very much if you're watching my gaming content. Thanks very much if you're watching the vlogs. I appreciate everything. I really do. And I'm feeling good. This month, I'm feeling so reinvigorated with great games that have been coming out and I've been enjoying. Up to viewership, I'll be honest. People are really excited and watching the content, both on the gaming channels and on the vlogging channel, and it makes me feel great that you guys are enjoying my content, and we're all just sitting here being positive and having fun together, instead of us sitting here being bored and being negative and stuff, which is kind of what happened during the summer, and I apologize for that. But it's a great positive outlook. I'm looking forward to it very much, and I hope that you'll join me this week for these classic horror games that I never had a chance to play, and I'm finally going to play. I'm very excited, and I hope that you are too, okay? Alright everyone, that's it. Thanks very much for watching the Weekend Preview, whether you're watching this live right now on Twitch TV or you're watching it on YouTube. I am now going to end this, upload it, and we're going to go right to Tomodachi Life. So if you're watching on stream on Twitch, stick around. If you're watching on YouTube, well, those videos will be uploaded later tonight on my gaming channel, DSP Gaming, so check out the Tomodachi Life Halloween special tonight. Thanks everyone, peace out, have a good night, I will see you later for more gameplay. This week's going to be a fun, creepy horror week, and I hope you'll join me for it. See you there!